Good afternoon. I just wanted to let you know that we are currently live streaming.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right. Um, I believe we have everybody. Kate reached out to me and mentioned that she's going to be a couple minutes late. Um, I'm looking for Colette. All right, we're going to wait co- a minute or two for Colette to join us, and then we will get started. How's everybody's first week going at school? That's exactly how I feel. Well, that's awesome. Um, well, thank you for joining us. I see that the meeting is being recorded, so whenever Colette joins us, hopefully she'll be able to get back to us. First of all, I want us to thank you, everybody, for really meeting with all of us before Higher Ed Day. I want to open the floor, first of all, to give an opportunity to do a few introductions. I know Dr. JBR, you have one, and then Andrew, I know you have one. So I'll let Dr. JBR get us started.
Thanks so much. Great to see everybody today. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you guys to Dr. Trey Hill. Dr. Hill will be the new Director of Academic Affairs. So, from this point forward, you'll be working with, well, beginning February 9th, you'll be working with Dr. Hill. A little bit about his background. Trey earned his PhD from Kansas State University. So, we have a KU SGA president on the line. I know he loves to hear that. And then Trey then moved to Fort Hays State, where he was a faculty member and department chair for many years. He and Jackson loves to hear that because he's on the line with us from Fort Hays. Trey most recently joins us from Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology. So I love that he is bringing expertise from not only our home state, but also the 2 and 4 year sectors. So, Dr. Hill, if you'd briefly like to say hello, we'd welcome that.
Can everyone hear me okay? Well, y'all, it's a pleasure meeting you, and I'm so looking forward to getting to know each one of you and working with you in your different institutions. And thanks, Dr. Bonzraki, for the introduction. I am I kind of view this as me coming home in a way. I was sharing with the folks at the Board of Regents that my wife and I were in Kansas for about a decade, and without us realizing it, it kind of became home. And so we are very excited to get back to Kansas, and I'm excited to help the state and higher education institutions and get to work with students like all of you. So.
Welcome, Dr. Hale. It's wonderful to have you. I'm sure we'll get a lot of chances in the future to speak with you and collaborate with you. So we're looking forward to that. The other thing we have on the agenda is I know Andrew requested from KU to have a speaker come speak with us about a topic that relates with students across Kansas. So Andrew, I'll let you do the introduction and then we'll jump into a 15-minute brief about that topic.
Yeah, thanks, Azwad. Introducing Ed here. You might see him on the screen, but Ed's the CEO of Mantra Health. It's a telehealth platform that we've been using here at KU since August and had a great experience with compared to our last provider. And we're really interested in seeing if the rest of the universities could benefit from a service like this. We think that given our experience in the past couple months with it, it'd be something that would be worth checking out and taking a look into. So hand it off to Ed to give you a spiel about Mantra Health and everything you could offer.
Thanks, Andrew, and thanks everyone for the time today. I know we only have about 15 minutes, so I'll try to be concise, and hopefully we can make this a discussion and not just a spiel from myself. I'm really here to talk about a topic that I'm sure you all are seeing across your peers, across the campuses and the KBOR system, which is mental health. So. Just for some background, I'm Ed Gosson. I started this company, Mantra, pretty close to out of college when I was 24 years old, and at the time had a sibling who dropped out of college because of her mental health. So I'm sure that you all probably know somebody that struggled with mental health on campus that perhaps had to drop out for that reason. But that was sort of the why behind starting the company, and in a sense, what we built here at Mantra is the program that I wish she had when she was in college. And so, to give you the context on our relationship with KU and where we are today as a company, KU ran an RFP last year to replace the solution that they used to have, partially because of low utilization, and I think some other expansion of services they were sort of looking for. And coming out of the pandemic, this has become really a priority for a lot of institutions, to be able to think about how to provide a robust program that not only does things like teletherapy, but also goes beyond that. And I'll show you in a second what Mantra can do. So we were awarded that RFP, and in the first semester, we're able to sign up over 700 students across KU, which we're extremely proud of. And when it comes to again, how we typically like to partner with institutions and public institutions of higher ed, especially when we start working with a school that's within a system, is figuring out, is that something that might be interesting to the rest of the system? And so we've had conversations with K board leadership at this point. It is something that, obviously has been a topic within the student affairs group as well. And we're now in touch with several institutions within K board to think about what would it look like to expand this. And we've done this in Wisconsin, for example, where Mantra is available across pretty much all of the institutions within the Wisconsin system. Same thing in Minnesota. And then hopefully, working to advocate for funds within this year's legislative budget, to be able to make this available to all the students. Now, one thing that is absolutely crucial to make this potentially available will be your voice. And so that is something that we can talk about as a follow-up item to this conversation today. But if you all believe, as presidents of the student body for your own respective institutions, that this is a crucial need, you have a role to play here in advocating for this, and I'll be happy to have follow-up one-to-one conversations with you all to do so. So hopefully that'll be an opportunity. But I'll go ahead and share my screen for a second, just so you can see what the Mantra app kind of looks like. And again, I don't want to make this a super long demo, but here I'm signed in as a student called Julie. And the first thing that I want to mention is that, when we roll out on a campus, we do a lot of marketing. And so working with your institution to engage strategic student groups, including yourselves, we have custom assets that get rolled out across the campus, email campaigns, etc. But also integrate with some of the apps you use on a day-to-day basis, like EDB Navigate. And then we tend to train a lot of staff on campus as well. So it's sort of a multifaceted strategy to be able to reach students and maybe those who don't necessarily engage with on-campus services, which is really the population that we tend to serve the best. And once you get to the app, this is sort of what it looks like. There are several components to what Mantra can do. The first thing we'll navigate to is this service line called Connect Now. So this is a service where during 24 hours a day, you can call a line. It's actually not 988. You would get a custom number for your school that leads to a mental health professional that is available to you, that understands your campus resources and can refer you back to what's available in your community. And those professionals are also available via text and video for 16 hours per day. Our average response time is below 30 seconds across the board. So this is really a paradigm shift in terms of access to care, because you can now have an app on your phone where at any given time during the day, you can talk to a mental health professional within 30 seconds. And KU are a very strong utilizer of that. The next thing that's very instantaneous is a collection of self-care sort of micro lessons, and we kind of package them on the app with words that students understand. So stop freaking out is actually the most utilized one during exams time. That probably makes sense. And here we'll navigate to like the first skill. For example, it's called distract your mind. And as you can see, this is pretty akin to like the Instagram stories experience that allows you to just kind of scroll through with, nice illustrations that speak to, the student, and little videos with some of our therapists who talk about, why is the skill important to you? And then ultimately allows you to journal so that you take the skill and think about how to apply it to the real world. That also gets shared with your therapist or your coach during the sessions, so that you're able to better interact on a day-to-day basis. And then the last thing that this does, which we're a little bit out of time, so I won't go into it, but is actually click into, for example, Mantra Therapy, and browse through our network of clinicians. And so, we have hundreds of clinicians nationwide across all 50 states. And you're able to filter through race, languages spoken, specialties. And that is, again, something that allows you to get care, typically within 5 days if you want sort of continuous scheduled care with somebody. Helps complement, what you get on campus at the counseling center, because we have a lot of diversity in providers, which may not always be available on your campus. And then B, we operate our clinic, also during evenings and weekends. So if you're, let's say, a graduate student, and you have a job that you work 9 to 5, this is a resource that again allows you to get care during those times. So that was probably one of the quickest demos that I've given. Just wanted to show you a look and feel for what the app looks like. Wanted to pause here. Really, again, this is an amazing opportunity to bring, a service to your, to your peers that, is life-changing for a lot of institutions. We'd love your support on, bring this to your campus. But are there any questions amongst the group around, what this does?
Thank you very much, Ed. Question for Ed. All right, thank you so much. I know we have a very brief amount of time. I really appreciate you giving us the opportunity to learn more about it. I will give you the opportunity to connect with it. I'm sure, Andrew, you'll be able to forward our contact information. And so students, if you're interested, I would definitely encourage you to reach out to Ed. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right. Okay, everybody. Really, the last thing I have on my agenda is Higher Education Day. How are you guys feeling? Excited? Nervous? A little bit of both? Go ahead, Jackson. I think I see you. Unmute yourself.
I was just gonna say, I think we're getting ready to go. I'm excited. Our legislative affairs director has about 19 people signed up. So for us, that's exciting. Usually we take like 13. So hopefully they're all excited. I think they are. So yeah, and I think we've got, just checked in with her before I hopped on the meeting. I think all of our meetings are scheduled. We have 2 that we're still waiting to hear back about a time. So yeah, that's our update.
That makes sense. Awesome.
Yeah, for K-State, we had a training last week for all of our team that is going. So we'll have about 20 people going as well. We did role plays with them last week. We had our government relations director from the university and our dean of students come and basically act as legislators. And we had each of our groups run through the one pager and kind of get them prepared for what it would look like to meet with the team. So yeah, we're really excited to be there next week. So
That's awesome. Thank you, Brady. Oh, Colette, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I can go next with KU Med if everyone wants. We are also really excited for Higher Education Day. We have hopefully 5 students coming from KU Med. We've got a few extra folks that are on a maybe, so we might actually increase that number from 5 up to closer to 10 potentially. But there will probably be a smaller group closer to the number of 5. We have 16 meetings scheduled. We do have a few that our times are going to be overlapped. And so I did also want to check with some groups that have larger groups of
Mhm.
students coming, if we want to be able to split up meetings a little bit differently, or if anyone is wanting more meetings. I know I've already handed a few meetings out to others, and there's a few more that maybe are overlapping for a group of 5. I don't know that we can split ourselves into too many little groups.
Mhm. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for arranging it. I know grad students are super busy, so I appreciate you really organizing that. Okay, we have Wichita State, KU, and Pitt State left.
Can you guys hear me? Oh,
Here, no, go ahead.
okay.
I'll let you fight it over.
Okay, thank you. But Wichita State, we're really excited for Higher Education Day. We have around 21 individuals that will be heading up there. Similar to you, Brady, we had our training with our university chief of staff this past Saturday, and then we have another one upcoming on this upcoming Saturday as well for those individuals that couldn't make it. Basically talked about what's going on the higher education world right now, informed our members who aren't too familiar with what Higher Education Day looks like, what they could expect. But overall, we're really excited. We have 12 meetings scheduled so far, so we're excited.
That's awesome. Thank you, Amy. Thank you very much.
Yeah, similar to everybody else, we've hosted some trainings here internally, but also had some people attend the KBOR sponsored training just to get people caught up on how to lobby, what the conversation should go like. And I think everybody feels pretty good about it. I definitely feel good, feel like we're in a good spot. We're breaking up into about 5 separate groups with about 2 to 3 meetings per group. So trying to get as broad of a reach as we can on that day. Everybody speaking to as many legislators as they can, and happy to help out wherever we can as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're getting everything settled up here. My vice president's sitting next to me. If you've seen me look over to my right, there he is. We've finally gotten all of the people to finally get back to us. We had some people that were dodging our calls, but we have all of our meetings scheduled. I believe we have a confirmed list of everyone that's going. We got a hotel because we're not driving up the morning of. So we're doing our training, our formal training, the night before while we're all in the hotel. But we're very excited, and we're pumped and ready to go.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Corey. Kate, I see that you joined. Kate joined from class, everybody. Just to catch you up, we have Dr. Trey Hill joining us. Going forward, he is going to be our new SAC advisor. Dr. JBR introduced him. I'm sure you'll get a chance to meet with them. But outside of that, we also had Ed, who works in a mental health app or trying to develop that. Andrew from KU helped us introduce him. So you'll see all of that in the recording. Kate, I want to give you the floor. to sorry to put you on the spot right away, but tell us a little bit about your update on Higher Education Day, your preparation, and then tell us about the proposition you mentioned in the group meet chat.
Yeah. Hi guys. Sorry I was late. Like Oswald said, I was in class, so that's that. As for Washburn, I believe we have 12 meetings set up, but we have not. Well, we took the approach of, because we have our first Senate meeting tonight. We set up the meetings, and then we have not decided how many students are going, because tonight we're actually having our training at Senate. We're having Representative Alexis Simmons come in and kind of do, she's a former student body president here actually at Washburn. She's going to come in and kind of give us a training. And then tonight we will have people sign up to attend. So it's kind of like the reverse, where we scheduled the meetings and then we're having people sign up to go to the meetings. But we thought that was the best for our university. Like I said, we'll have our training tonight. During Senate, we'll have 2 public forums. One kind of discussing the KBOR side, and one just kind of like, how do you talk to a representative? So we're very excited about that. As for the proposition I was given earlier today, so I don't know if any of you guys know him, but he was 2 student body presidents ago for Washburn. His name is Antonio Martinez, and he works in the governor's office with Governor Laura Kelly. And he texted me today and he asked if the student body presidents would be interested in taking a group photo with us, with her at 9:15 on February 4th. I did look at our SAC schedule for who we're meeting with and what times, and it appears that none of us for SAC are meeting with any representatives at that time. Whether you guys are meeting with individual representatives with your school, not necessarily sure, because I don't know you guys' schedule. But I thought it was a really cool opportunity and something that I think that would look really good on behalf of Kansas. So far, I think I got majority of you guys to like the message. Is there anyone who's like strongly against it? Anyone have thoughts on it?
I think it was a great idea, Kate. I loved it. So thank you for bringing it up. I think I'd be definitely interested to at least go take a picture and then, give students the message that we're really going out there and advocating for them. So that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely. I will say I did tentatively confirm, but I told Antonio that I would permanently confirm after this meeting. So if there is no objections to doing that, I will schedule that for 9:15 or plan on 9:15 on February 4th. And then I don't know the location yet. I assume I'll probably get that closer to day of. So I'll let you guys know. Coolness, that is all I have to report.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Kate. Record time. Okay, so really the 2 other things, Colette, thank you very much for reaching back out about the specific amount for student success portion. I would like to share my screen real quick if possible to give you a chance to look at this. So I updated this. Let me know if you can see it. So if you can see it, so it was initially 20 million, which I revised it to show the actual amount, which was about 5 million for 5,870,000 and 300 for the public schools in Washburn, and then about 10 million or 10.5 for the technical and community colleges. That's the only thing. The other thing I wanted to point out is because I know we talked about having a portion of perhaps changing this part to add deferred maintenance. I wanted all of your input on this, and you can see this when you go to the KBOR SharePoint. Speaking with the government relations team at ESU, what I understood was each of our schools are already advocating for that deferred maintenance in a variety of different ways. So I thought it might be beneficial for us to sway away from that and just focus more on really how we're saving money for students in Kansas. That's my take on it, but I would love to hear what you guys think.
I just want to agree quick. We talked about how in the audit committee, audit and finance or whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm forgetting the official name. They didn't put it, the governor didn't put it in our official budget, meaning it should just follow statutory law that they passed. So we shouldn't have to advocate for it. So hopeful
Yes.
that we don't even have to push the buck on that one. It sounds like they're going to honor what they already passed. So
Very good point, Jackson.
And I don't think it's a terrible thing to focus on the three things that are on the page already, and kind of just nail those home. So and like Jackson said, we heard in that finance committee that they're not too worried about that being something that they're going to be targeting for slashing budget wise. So I think if we just nail these three things home, really make sure that all of our folks are really trained up on these three things, I think that's what we can focus on. The more we kind of shift away, we're going to run out of time in those 15-minute conversations that we've been getting. So I think these three things are perfect.
Perfect. All right. Anybody else?
I'd echo the same thing. I mean,
Go ahead, Andy.
sorry to cut you off as well, but I'd echo the same
you're
thing.
good.
We met with our operations team here and felt the same way, that we're in a good spot when it comes to our deferred maintenance and the funding that we've gotten and we're going to continue to get. So not a huge focus for that office right now, but like Corey mentioned, this is a great three-pronged approach to really get a focus on something.
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's been talks about having some sort of a cut for higher education. I think the number that I've got from ESU was, I think the committees are looking for about a 4% cut. Now, I don't know exactly what that looks like, or what those line items be, but I think I feel pretty solid about talking about the three things we have on the page and really trying to hammer down what we're trying to do. The other thing I want to tell you is I have all the appointments set up for all of the members SAC is going to be meeting with. So that's all the student body presidents. I would recommend, if you haven't already, go ahead and print this one pager out. Generally, my plan is to have it printed out in sort of like a cardstock paper, if you will, so that's easier to sort of read through. Feel free to change it if you would like to, but I would like it to the language to stay the same. But yes, make sure you have enough. I will print additional ones. So if you need additional, I will have it with me on the day of. But yeah, I think that's about everything. I don't see any weather changes for the 4th, so I'm really hoping that we don't have snow like last week. So hope everything will work out. Really, that's about it. The only thing I was going to tell you is when we meet, I know as SAC, we are practicing on how we talk about these things, and I think we've fleshed them out enough. But I think the game plan in terms of how we want to approach it when we have so many of us going and speaking with the chairs would be to really focus more on the personal stories that we have. And we may have to decide, okay, it could be, it may not be all 7 or 8 of us getting to speak on every single thing, but it may just be a little chunk of it. So we may have to adjust it as we see fit. Feel free to tell me if there's anybody from the list that you see for SAC that you prefer, like, hey, I know this legislature personally, or he is closer to my hometown. More than happy to let you talk or connect with that legislature a little bit more starting out. So outside of that, I think that's all I have to talk about, really. Excited to see everybody. Thank you for those who did the tour with us last time. It was fun and scary, but it was good. So I think that's everything I have to say. Does anybody have any questions or any last minute concerns? I think Jackson had a question. Oh, you're good. Yes, it is the finalized one pager, and you should be able to find it in the cable or link. I will share it with you one more time. just for reference, but I won't be doing it here because it may be public. Okay, no questions going once, going twice.
Oswald,
All right,
can I say
everybody.
something
Oh,
real quick?
Colette, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, just thank you everyone for your help with the student success initiatives, so that I could understand a bit more of where KUMC plans in that and just how it plans overall. And then if any groups are looking for a few extra meetings, just reach out to me, since again, I don't know that KUMC can cover all of the meetings that we currently have scheduled. So if anyone is interested in some of our meetings, reach out.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody, once again. I know it's not easy, all of you doing your own things in your own institutions. I know my schedule sometimes is really challenging, but I really appreciate your time for really even this brief time that we need, trying to find a common ground and trying to find solutions, at least advocating those topics. So I'm excited to see everybody's faces. Hope you have some sort of a lunch plan or snacks plan. Hope everything goes well. And I will see you in about 2 weeks.
Oswald, real quick, can you upload the
Mhm.
one that you just showed us? Because the one that I'm seeing still has the little connect to KBOR policy funding to this if available.
Oh, does it?
That's,
Yes.
yeah, if you could upload that, that'd be great. And that's the only thing I had. So other than that, it looks great.
Okay, perfect. I will make sure I have the most up-to-date one in there. Okay. Dr. JBR, Dr. Hill, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just want to thank you guys for carving out time to be a part of Higher Education Day. It means so much to us that you're taking an interest, and it's even beyond the opportunity that you will have to benefit from the results of this advocacy. So thank you for that. And as a reminder, I am traveling on this day. President Oswald, though, has contact information for KBOR Chief of Staff. So if something comes up, you can always text myself or Kelly Oliver if you need that immediate support from KBOR. So that's it from me. Dr. Hill, any closing thoughts from you?
No, I just wanted to say thank you again for the introductions, and I'm really looking forward to working with all of you.
Awesome. Well, fantastic. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will touch base with you all very soon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep.